Good morning and sliding into afternoon. Judy Allen here in San Antonio, and yes, I am back home now. Whoop, whoop. Been out of town on a road trip, a 7.5 hour road trip one way. So we can talk a little bit about that because there's a lot of things you can do, right? Because once we get to vacation, I really didn't have time to do anything except have fun, right? So that's vacation's about, summertime's about. So we're going to do some quick and easy things today, and I'm going to show you some things that I've done. So basically, it's more of a show and tell, but I'm going to show you how easy it is, right? And I'm going to show you some items I actually finished up as well, too. So with that, let's go down the hands, because it's summertime, right? Our kids are out of school, grandkids are out of school. It's about spending time together, what we can go to do together, right? I actually have a chauffeur this summer. Somebody wants to get their driver's license soon. So yeah, so there you go. So let's go down the hands and let's do this. Let me show you what's going on. There he goes. There he goes. All right, here we go down the hands here a second. There you go. So these I finished up. This is, if you don't know what Club is, it's a monthly kit that goes out to people that subscribe, and we make 5 total projects, 4 cards, and one's a 3D project. So I'm showing you just what this is here. So it's also about showing techniques, right, and different styles of doing things, right? So that's what that's all about. So this is actually going out in the mail today or tomorrow to folks. So let's talk about some quick and simple things that we did on the trip. Here is one that's really my favorite. Most of them have been given away already. These are cards that I could make in the vehicle, and I did. And all I had to do was assemble, right? Because there's no stamping involved whatsoever. There was actually a total of 8 cards in here, and I've already given some away. But what I like and want to show you is some of these, if you wanted to, you could cut these in half, right? Just come on the score line and make another card. You didn't have all this here, but you could add whatever you wanted. Not all of them are like that. Now this one is, right? So we can see if they do that. So what I like to do is make this here and show you what I made actually on the road trip, right? In the vehicle. When you got 7.5 hours, right? I can read, I can do other things, but I wanted to finish up some kits so I could show you some kits and how easy they are to make. And it comes with instructions, and what I like about this one also comes with a box. I didn't make the box because I'm actually going to use it as a template to make some more boxes for me, and I'll show you more about that a little bit later. And most likely I'll make that template available also on my newsletter. So this is one of them, and so I'm only showing you the kits. I made more kits, right? When you got 7.5 hours, you got things to do, right? So I've just shown you the kits that are still available now. I did some other kits that aren't available. I'll show you that, but I don't think I brought any of those to show you. But for me, it was a great time to get caught up, right? If you're a person that can do things in the video, go read, write, or any of that kind of stuff. I even did my tutorials, right? I brought my laptop and did them in the car. So like the cards I just showed you, I did the tutorial. So this is one kit right here. It's called Share a Smile Kit. The next kit I want to show you that I did and completed. Again, this is no stamping. So what I liked about it is I finished them off right then and there, and I could start giving them away. So I'd already given some away of this ones I just showed you. This one I hadn't. I just had finished it up. And I didn't want to give them away just yet because some of them needed some gold embellishments. But let me show you how pretty these are. This is all in the kit, right? This can't. I'm trying to get the light right so you can see the gold. Yeah, there you go. It's embossed, right? So it came this way already. So this one also had 9 that I made in the vehicle. So it's very soft too. If you think it looks very soft and elegant here, the envelopes are very soft and elegant as well. So like I said, now so I'm going to show you what I did here. These are all complete though. These are no stamping. And I was able to assemble them. So, when you're moving in a vehicle and you got a box, what I did here, is I actually took everything apart, right? So I put them in envelopes, just like if I was doing a card kit to you, right? Or a retreat kit, right? We put everything in the envelope for you. So all you have to do is pull the envelope out and assemble. That's basically what I did here, is when you open the box, you get all these items here. Like right here, right? So the easy way to do it is just break everything out and put them in the envelope they're going to go into, and then you pull them out one by one and sit up there and assemble them. So for me, I sit there, and for me it's easier to sit there and put everything in an envelope And then if I was going to make this card, I just made all three at the same time, right? And I did the same thing here. And here's the third card. Again, it's just as a real pretty, simple, elegant card. Very easy to make. I did 9 of them, right? 9 of them. So I'm not a person that likes to do nothing in the vehicle and just sit and look around. I did help navigate, right? But it's a road trip I've made many a time, so it wasn't like I needed to look at the scenery. I did look at the scenery in between, but that was about it. All right, so this one is a little bit different, right? This one requires stamping, and these are all kits still available, heirloom arrangement kits. And on this particular one, I did not do any stamping. So you see all the different stamps and so forth that they did there. I didn't do those. So on something like this, I just went ahead, just like I was sharing with you, I went ahead and put them just in envelopes and assembled them. So I'm just going to show you this here. So now all I have to do is put the tags on here, right? But look at the cards. So this is all made, just going in the vehicle. So with the kits, it's got the little glue dots you get. Let's see if I had any handy still or not. Then you get whatever you need, right? So all the kits have stuff like this. They have glue dots like this. So it wasn't like I used a tape runner, right? Because, in fact, I didn't do that in the vehicle. I could use glue if I wanted to. But I stuck with what's in the kit. Because in the vehicle, it's just much easier to stick with what's in the kit, right? And then I could get these done. So I wasn't like I had to do anything extra. If I had, I'll show you another one I'll do in just a minute. But here's the cards I made, right? Again, I just did this all in the vehicle. So the only thing I'm missing is tags. And I'll finish these up today and I'll put tags on them and stamp it. But those are just how easy they are to make, right? You're just assembling, and you're assembling with everything in the kit, and you have extra stuff left over, right? So I'm not going to try to personally just try to stamp in the vehicle as I'm traveling down the road. I can do a lot of things, but I don't think that's one of them that I could actually stamp straight and do in the vehicle. Maybe if we were in a motorhome or something, I don't know, but not in just a vehicle. Alright, so this is one that I started on and I did not get to finish, and this is one of the new kits also. It's the Beautiful Blues. So in this one, I'll show you, you can see that I sat there and added everything in here. The only thing I actually put on was this here, and this is an example where I put stuff in the envelopes, right? And I didn't get to finish this one, but at least I got to put everything in the envelopes. This one here, I at least got these attached. I went on my way to get those attached. Let's see another one here so you can see. Alright, so here's a good example of, here was the card base. And if you look at this one here, that's all there is to this one. This is really simple. It just has this one tag there, and that's it, and you're done. So there wasn't really much I could do or had to do. But I would take a look at the back of the card. So as I'm showing you these, I'm already thinking, let me just show you the ones I just did as well. Look at the back of these cards. So if you've ever seen Teach Me Nano on Fridays, and I do the paper pumpkins, it's not uncommon for me to take off the back of the card because it's so pretty. In this particular case, I would just, again, score it here. I'll create another card, right? Because this is so pretty. It is beautiful back and forth. It's a personal preference, right? But I can sit there and get some more cards if I sit there and cut the back off and make a card of it. And you do get some extra tags here, so that would give me using my tags. But this is just a very simple card, beautiful card, right? That you can take and stamp and sentiment on here and put in here. So that's all I had to do. This one does have some bling. And so I didn't put the bling. Well, I didn't get this far on this one. This one I still got to finish, but you can see it's got bling on each one. This one had tear and tape, so some of them had tear and tape. This one had stamping, so that was part of the reason I didn't do it yet either, because some of them had to be stamped in addition to the actual assembly of it as well. So let me show you one more here. This is another one. Again, I just put everything in the envelope, right? So that when I got to it, I could do it. So this one again has stamping on the outside of the envelope. All of them do. This one doesn't have anything on the back side. And this one is just, again, just something that's going to be simple to assemble. That they just have you put this right here. And you're going to stamp your tag and put it right there and stack it up. So this is just a very, very simple kit. So while we're doing this, and since we are a little bit ahead there, let's go ahead and stamp some of these, and that way we can get them done. Show you how easy this is to do, especially when you've got it already in the envelope ready to go. So I'm just going to pick up the box here and show you what we got. So see here, you can see where I was cleaning it up as I was going along as well too. So we've got the stamp set here. And right, I had to make sure to include a block. So originally I thought I was going to finish this off once we reach our destination. But it was much more fun to spend time with grandkids, my children, adult children, and play with those kids, right? No matter what the age is. So see, everything's here in the box. So you can see by the time I got through putting everything in the envelopes, this is what I had left. I have 3 tags left. And then I kept on using this from the different kits because I could, right? So let me set that aside. And what I do is I collect the blocks. So they had blocks in them, and I just set them aside because I use those to give away. This is one I had already had. It's got my name on it. And we're just going to stamp this. So this one here, show you how easy these are. So actually, when I do something like this, let me see what words we're using here. I just go in this particular case. This one's going to be my thoughts are with you. Here are my thoughts. So we'll go ahead and do those as we open them up. And it's, you know, I like it because it's just an easy way while you're on the trip, right? Because I'm always lacking for cards, right? Especially thank you cards, a variety of different cards. So in this particular case, they had us, we're going to stamp this, and then they also had us stamping right here. So if you can see this here, that's why I didn't do some of these, because I had stamping to do. Otherwise, I would have finished them off. So they actually have you stamping on the inside of the card right here. Not on the outside, just on the inside. All right? So let's get our sentiment on here. And I'm just going to stamp, right? So, there we go. We're going to do this. I'm going to go on the inside too. So this color they had in here is Night and Navy. And actually, normally what I do is I just go ahead and put them all out, right? If I'm going to do this one, I'm just going to go ahead. So I do this differently than when I do my lives, right? Because in this particular case, I'm dealing with a kit, and I'm just trying to get it all done simultaneously, right? So I'm going to set this aside, and we're going to do the other ones that are white. And then we're going to go ahead and stamp on the inside. So again, I've already got everything teed up, right? So if you ever do a class or a retreat, which the retreat is just around the corner. Sign up begins tomorrow for that on the retreat. So if you're interested in the retreat, we do make 18 cards. And we do the same thing. We just cut everything, put everything in an envelope. And we just stamp and create together. So at the end of the day, you'll have 18 cards. And you'll have some 3D project. You'll have a 3D project or two, just depending, right? All right, let me set that one there. Looks like I might have already done the others. Okay, so we did that there. I'm going to leave this, so we're through with this for the moment anyway. And I'm going to go ahead and get this one here because we're going to use this one more than once, and they have this one doing on the inside. So it's almost like an assembly run, right? So yeah, if you get a chance and so forth and all, let me see what we got there. Looking for my arrow. Right, it's just... Hey, that's all right. It is a new kit. It is a new kit, Linda. It is. And it doesn't have a lot of stamping. It has some, but not. Mainly the tags. And then this one has you stamping this on the inside. So I just showed, if you missed it, I just showed several of the kits, a couple of kits that I made while traveling in the vehicle. Right, that have required no stamping, and these that required stamping, I just saved them until I'm in a spot that I can actually stamp. So this is what they have us doing, right? See how pretty that comes out? You're just going to make sure it's inked up well, and we're going to go ahead and do the next one as well. We're just going to finish these off, right? Because I don't know about you, but it's when we come together to create is when my opportunity to get some things finished and done. And today's one of those days, right? Yesterday I had a headache. So yes, I was home yesterday, but I had a headache. So I went and laid down. It was actually a sinus headache. And that thing didn't leave me until last night. So I really didn't do much of anything yesterday except sleep, get up, and try to see what I could tolerate. Alright, so this one here we're just going to is they have you using adhesive right here on top. Alright, so it's tear and tape on top. It was all in the kit, right? And I'm not going to use the thin one, goes better on that other piece here. We're going to use this here. So yes. Let me see what you got going there. It is a beautiful color. It is a very beautiful color. And they just have you like this. You're going to be putting an attachment to the back of this part right here. And then we're just going to put the whole thing on with dimensionals. So it actually comes in 3 designs. And they're just all very simple. And we'll just put it right here. And then we'll put it up on dimensionals. And then it's done. So I do like kits for that, right? Because they're quick and easy. They have 3 and I did 2. They are quick and easy, right? So it's like, most probably it is. I don't know what was going on. It most probably was. I thought, man, I came home and I had a headache. It's like, that's not supposed to happen. Right? If you're like me, we don't have time for headaches. We don't have time for any kind of anything like that. We want to enjoy everything. Okay. So the envelopes are pretty too, right? So yes, this is a new one. It is real pretty. Well, that's different. This one is white on both sides. So that means I do not have the right one in here. So let me set this one aside. Then we won't. Let me double check my envelope. Make sure I didn't do that. Okay. Alright. So, okay, I've got the wrong one in this. This one won't work at the moment. Because you're not really going to be able to see this. Plus, it belongs to something else, right? Alright. Let's look and see if maybe I did the wrong color. It just came that way. Alright, let's set that one aside then. I'm not sure what this goes to. We'll set it aside though. We're not going to sweat it. Alright, here comes this one here, the blue one. Okay, here we go. There's my blue one I need. Okay, there we go. So yes, it's quick and easy. I'm not sure how long this... I do remember reading about the Sahara dust coming. I'm not sure how long it's supposed to last, or if it... But hopefully it'll be going soon. Alright, let me get my other tag, which is ready to go in here. And with dimensions, and we'll have this card done. So these are just quick and easy cards, right? Put dimensionals on it, and we'll put it on the card. So then we have our 2 cards completed. Right, so it's sort of like cooking or anything else, right? We have to prep things and get it prepared to make and do. So basically, that's what the kits, when I put them in each envelope, I just prepared it, getting ready to do, right? There. We also have some blue bling here. Let's see where they got our blue bling here. They have us putting 3 on here. So I didn't do that on the other one, but let's go ahead and do it. Like, if you're going to do it, let's get it done all the way, right? And I'm trying to see if you could, showed you. Alright, Zoe is my, like, expert eyes, trying to show exactly where they put these. Looks like they might have put it right in the middle of the flowers. And, oh, no, I see 1, 2. So it's really hard, but if you really look, it's like 2 right there. And they have 1 right there. Okay, so we're going to put 2 here. And they put 1 down here. But you can do whatever you want, right? Okay, right there. Alright, let's do the other one too while we're at it. So let's get it. I am in the mode of getting it done, right? I did all this prepping and finished up the other stuff. So it's like I want to get this finished up too, right? Alright. Okay, so the next one then here is what I was showing you a while ago. And it's just simple, right? All we're doing is using the white here. We're going to attach it just like the other, and then put it up on dimensionals, and the card is done. And you can see right here that they've got the bling there, 2 of them there, and the 3rd one is where? It's like a mystery. Oh, right over here, right there, right there. All right. So there you go. In case you were wondering, this one it says you. Wishing you comfort. I have to look and see, right? Yeah. So yeah. We actually use every stamp in this kit. I was looking to see if they had me doing any stamping on here of images, but they don't. So that's all right. I have another block because I'm not going to worry about doing all that right now. Right? I'm just working on getting that. Okay, so yes, I have that upside down. It's okay. All right, first thing is I'm going to go get my stamping done. All right. Put it right here. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing here. We're just going to put, so this thin, so the thin one I used for the last card that you're going to be seeing, I already did, but still, that's what really makes it, helps it out and all. So I actually just looked at the picture to see which way this is going to go. Right, there we go. So this is going to be just tape on top, and we're just going to do it to the back, just like we did a while ago, to the back of this. And then we'll put this on dimensionals, and then it's just a matter of putting this on here. So yeah, so like I said, I was originally going to put this stuff on in the vehicle while I was traveling, but the thing was it was going to be on the back of this here. So it was like no point in doing that. Right? So this is what I did. So I just saved it. So anything that was going to require stamping, I just set it aside. I had everything in the envelope ready to go. So if I had time to do any stamping, I would have, but we didn't. We had fun though, right? That's what it's about. Getting together for family and having fun. Yeah. I was trying to think, we didn't even make anything because we were so busy on the go. This one almost looks like this is the side. So see the picture here? So that gives you an idea. So just do this right here. And again, we're just going to put the bling on here. Like I said, they have us putting two over here. And then they have us putting another one right over here. Okay, you do whatever you want. So see how much easier it is if you got everything together. So actually it looked like one of them slipped out. But here it is. We found it. Okay, and we're going to stamp this. And do the same thing, and it just gives you an idea how quick and easy this is, right? And most I spent more time helping out, let's see, I was trying to think what I would say. Sitting in the car, right? You're sitting in the car and you're helping out with directions. So what would that make me be?
Navigator.
Yeah, navigator, I guess. But I wasn't like that attentive, right? I guess partially I was a part-time navigator. How about that? Keeping us on the road, make sure we didn't get off right. But I didn't have to watch the whole time. But I did have to sit in the front seat, right? So there you go. I didn't have to drive. So that allowed me to do a lot of different things. I did some reading too. Because I had some stuff I had to read for some project. So yeah, did reading. Then but I got it done first, right? So I could then craft as much as I wanted to craft. So I actually, I spent most of my time, once I got my reading done, spent the rest of my time just putting together the kits, right? Because when I came back, on the way back, I actually spent time typing tutorials in the vehicle, which I have to say, it can be done, and I did do it. It was an interesting experience, right? It's not like sitting at a desk typing tutorials or anything, but I do have a game plan to do it a little bit differently in the future if I can. If I can, I can't, right? But still, it was one of those things, right? You're 7.5 hours in a vehicle, so it's just maximizing your time versus just sitting, because we went through a lot of small towns, right? And you got a lot of just driving space between small towns. All right, so here we get this one done. All right, so this one, the next one here, this one's already pulled out of the envelope, and let me get some of my stuff out of the way. Oh, if you think that's funny, I see these little, we always laugh about how these go everywhere. When I got out of the vehicle for us to put gasoline in the vehicle, some of those fell on the ground outside of the vehicle. I took a picture. I'll have to sit there and post it and show it to you guys. It's sort of funny, you know, as you're a crafter and all. It's funny because the fact is that happens. So this one here, we're actually putting this on with dimensionals. Yeah, it was funny. You see those little white pieces of paper there on the ground. They should get out of the vehicle. It's like, I know what you've been doing. Alright. Let me see what else here. So this one here is actually put on with this thinner. And it actually came with it as a thinner tear and tape. And that's what you need because it's just really thin. And so I was able to do that in the vehicle, right? And let's see which way this is going. This is going to go right like this. That was very easy to do in the vehicle. It's just the rest of this, right? Okay, so we're going to hit this one here. We're going to stamp on Sending Love. So if you're wanting to notice this one here, I think it's the only one we have not used yet. And let's see if I buried it. There it is right there. Alright, Sending Love. So this is the last one out of all this. And this one does not have it stamped either. I was thinking we had more. But you know what? If you want to, just stamp the flowers on the inside of all of them. Alright, it's no big deal. It just gives a nice little accent. So as we get through here, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go through each one and stamp the flowers on the inside. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to go ahead and get that other one out. Do it as well. That way I'll be through stamping this. Again, so see, I just pull it out. See if anything, so some of it might have slid out of the envelope. Okay, there's one, and I need a tag. There's the tag right there. Alright. So it just makes it right to make sure, makes it easy to just do it that way. Alright. We'll get Sending Love done on this one also. So then it'll just be whatever I want to put on the inside. I'm going to set that aside. Clean that a little bit. Set you aside. And we're going to just sit up there and we're just going to put tear and tape on the back of this. Okay. Trying to see if they show you anything there, but it looks like I might have got some. I don't know what's going on there. Okay. And we're going to use tear and tape because that's what the rest of them did. Just trying to see if I see the picture. It's way up there. Okay. So, so it's not like they give you, on the kits now, they don't give you instructions, right? They give you visuals. So you can see there's the tag up there, and you can see how we put that on the back there. So we're just going to put this on the top. There's it over here, or here. Right in there. It's fine. And then we're just going to put our bling on here. And I'm looking already to see where they put that bling. Right? Yeah, it is. I do like the dark brown. Well, you know, they did it on all of it. So everything's got dark and light on all of this. I can't see where they put the bling here. So therefore, I can do what I want to do. Right? I can do what I want to do anyway. But, you know, try to follow directions every once in a while. Alright, so this is one card here. And we're going to go and get this one finished off. And then we're just going to stamp all of them with flowers on the inside. So just imagine yourself on a road trip and just being able to sit in the vehicle. Be a navigator, a part-time navigator. Right, because this is one of those things I can still talk, right? I can still visit. So actually, it was just my husband and I on the trip up, but we brought Gabe back with us. So at that point, I have somebody else to talk to, right? As well as be the navigator, or the assistant navigator. I could do that because I've been on the trip so many times. I can even tell you, I've been on the trip so many times that I can even tell you what distance we have from one town to the next, pretty much, and what's going to be the next town. So that's, can't say that's good, bad, or indifferent, but it helps you get through a long trip, right? It does help you get through a long trip, if you know where you're going. You know what you're doing. So we did do some cool things. We went to an aquarium with our young little peeps. Alright, so when you open these up, see how easy it's just going to be to sit there and stamp the flowers. So we've got all the cards made now. In fact, everything we just did, everything's made. I just have one set that I showed you a minute ago that I still have to do my tags on it, stamp them, but otherwise they're done, right? So these are all ready to start sending out. See? So yeah, we're just going to come through. Let's reduce to ink this up. So sometimes I like to do each individual card individually. Other times I don't mind doing like I'm doing right now. Just get all the main stuff done and then come back and then just stamp something on the inside. Now I will tell you, I'm most probably not good at doing this stamping on the inside or on the outside of the envelope. I'm busy creating, getting them out, but it's always a nice extra touch, right? When you can sit there and add something on the inside. So that's all I'm doing, just coming along, I'm going to add this on the inside. And I like the fact that you can ink it up and it really stamps real nice too, right? So we could add this to, if we wanted to the outside the envelope. And I'll show you how we do that. Yes, one of the founders of the company, Shelley, she says you should not have a naked envelope. Every envelope, oh, we already did these, I think. Yes, we did. So every envelope should have something on the outside, right? So if you're going to do that, in this particular case, I'm not sure. Well, this is the front of the card, so we can. I was trying to think of any of the front of the cards, but they don't. So we can actually do this on the front of the card too. If you didn't want to do the whole one right here, then you could do maybe just partial and let it stamp off. But see how nice it is? And they are right. It is really nice if you can sit there and stamp on the outside of the envelope. It just gives it that extra touch, right? As most of you know, is I really, when I create cards, lots of times I already have them making them for somebody, right? So sit there and taking the time to do this is not always my priority. My priority is always usually finishing the card and getting it in the mail. So like I got the kits to go in the mail last night. And today or tomorrow I will get the Adventure Club kits in the mail. So there you go. So we're back home and it's like getting back into our regular routine again after having fun with the kiddos. So yeah, this is the first time we had 3 generations of dads to do a Father's Day. So that was pretty special. So I actually got to spend time with everybody every single day. And I even got to chase down bugs to put in a young man's, 4-year-old young man's. He's got a bug city, so we were busy catching bugs to put in his bug city that he has. What is it?
Terrarium.
Terrarium. It looked like a bug city, but you're right, terrarium. He wanted to catch a dandelion, not a dandelion, a daddy long-legged spider. We didn't find one. We looked though, but we did look under rocks and everything else, so we got quite a few roly-polies to add to his collection. So he was one happy camper. If he saw a bug, he wanted to catch it. I was like, oh gosh. So that was that. Uncle Gabe missed out. All right, so here we go. So here's our envelopes, right? This is what we finished. So we finished off the stuff I started. And you see this here. So we did this on all of them. And I'm just going to show the 3 designs. So you go and look at this and you want to know what all was created and finished up with this kit. This is what I finished up. And this is what I did on my road trip. So we have this one here. I'll put these all aside so I can go back and recap for you. So we had these 3 here. And this one, as Linda was saying, it is a new kit. And this one is, I know it's something blues. Beautiful blues kit. All right, like I said, everything's in here, including a block, so you can make everything. This one here, I'm trying to think if it's on back order right now or if it's in stock. But this one is called Heirloom Arrangement Kit. It came out about a month or so ago, but it's been very popular, right? And so this one I still got to do the tags. And this is, but these are all, I put these all together in the vehicle, right? So you can see these had more parts to it, so I had more things to put in the envelopes. They're just real pretty and simple to put together, right? I just had to do the tags. This one that I showed you earlier was Lovely Wishes kits. Oh, John's not here. Gabe is here though. We took John home yesterday. And then this one here is the Lovely Wishes kit. This is one of the new ones, and this one was no stamping, right? The only thing is I didn't have the bling with me, because when I took the separated the boxes out, I didn't do that. And got the pretty envelopes, very very soft. So this one here, here's the other one. And actually, these you didn't put the embellishments on because it already has the gold foiled heat embossing on there. Let me get you the other one. Here's this one here. I like that, right? That was really nice because I knew once I did it, it was done. Because the fact that I didn't have to do any stamping. And same thing with this kit here. This one just recently came out, it's relatively new. This is the Share a Smile kit. Again, there is no stamping. It is just assembling, and like we showed earlier, that you can use some of these if you wanted to. Looky there. So I've already given some of these away, so this is all I have left out of the 8 cards that they have. So I made this many kits. I did 1, 2, 3, 4 kits on the road, right? So that's how fun and easy it is to do. And I like getting things done, right? So for me, I don't know about you, but I always enjoy it when I finish something, right? Doesn't matter what the project is, it's just nice to get it finished and know that I can do something with it. In this particular case, I know I can send cards out and make a difference in someone's life. And do good, right? So look here, I got this shirt. We went to church on Sunday at Simple Church, and they have a do good store, and the preacher's philosophy is do good, right? Do good to others, make a difference in our society and the people around us and all. So making cards is a great way to do that and to touch someone's life. So we're going to get these cards out to people as I get, right? Say hello, see how they're doing, and just hopefully make their day, put a smile on their face. So with that, be blessed. Go out there and create something and share and do good, right? And make a difference in someone's life and bring a smile to their face. Okay? So with that, look forward to seeing you next week on Keep It Simple, Step It Up. And we will be doing the projects for the free class to go from June 16th through June 30th. So it's hard to believe that we're almost done with June. So look forward to seeing you next week. And I want to thank you in advance for supporting us not only here on Facebook, but also on Instagram and YouTube. All right, see you soon. Bye.